I'm going to be looking at number 4 on your revision sheet, and the question says, how many millimetres does this container hold? Now, the container is half a sphere, so we're obviously going to need to calculate the volume of half a sphere, but that's further complicated by the fact that we need to work out our volume in millilitres, but the measurement that we're given is in millimetres. So the first thing that we need to know that is going to be very important to this is that 1 millilitre equals 1 cubic centimetre, or centimetre cubed over there. Okay, so when we're working out our volume, we're going to ultimately, we'll start with the millimetres that they've given us here, and we'll need to change it into centimetres cubed, and then we'll need to change from there into millilitres. Okay, so what is the volume of a half sphere? Well, the volume of a sphere equals 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. Now, I mentioned in another video that if you don't know your formulas, use flashcards and yeah, just whip through them, and ones that you don't know, put in a pile so that you go back over them. Just make sure you've got all your formulas worked out. So, but we're going to be working out volume of half sphere equals a half times 4/3 times pi times this radius cubed. Now, let's have a look up here. What is the radius? Well, we've got the diameter. I'll just write it down up here. The diameter equals 35 millimetres, and so therefore the radius is going to equal half of 35, which is, now half of 34 is 17, so I know that half of 35 must be 17.5 millimetres. So over here, down here, I'm going to write that this volume of this half sphere is going to be a half times 4/3 times pi times 17.5 in brackets cubed, just so I remember that I'm not going to be cubing the pi or anything else, only the 17.5, only the radius. So I'm going to put that into my calculator and show you, just make sure you know how to do that. So this is, over here is my fractions button. I hope you can see it. It's got A and then B/C on it. So when I want to put a half in, I go press my 1, go up to that button and press my 2. So up the top here it now says a half, so I'm going to press times, and then I'm going to do the same thing with 4/3. I'm going to press my 4, then press my ABC button, and there's my 4/3, and then I'm going to multiply by, to do the pi, I'm going to press shift up here, and I'm going to come down to the exponent button, which has got the little pi above it, and press that. So now I'll have pi up the top here, so I've got a half times 4/3 times pi, and then I'm going to put in my 17.5, and I can put that in brackets if I want to. There are brackets here. Here they are, but I'm not going to worry because the calculator understands that unless I put the pi with the 17.5 in brackets, it's only going to do the 17.5. So I've got 17.5, and I've actually got an x cubed button over here. It actually says x cubed, so I can just get to press that, and now you can see that it's said that. I can press equals, and I have quite a big sum, 11,224.64875. So I think I'll round that off to 11,224.65, and I'm going to write that in here, equals 11,224.65. There I am writing in there. And that, because our radius was in millimetres, that answer there is in millimetres cubed. Now if I'm going to change that to centimetres cubed, just an aside here, 1 centimetre equals 10 millimetres. Therefore, 1 centimetre cubed equals 10 times 10 times 10 millimetres cubed. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So actually 1 centimetre cubed is equal to 1,000 millimetres cubed. So when I come over here, I actually want to divide this by 1,000, so I will just move my decimal place 1, 2, 3 places back there, and I get 11.22. I'm still going to stick with the 2 decimal places only, so I'm rounding it off a little here. 11.22 centimetres cubed, and as I wrote down at the top here, 1 millilitre equals 1 centimetres cubed. So therefore, and I'm going to write therefore down because it just sums up nicely for the teacher that's checking your work. Therefore, volume of cylinder equals 11.22 millilitres, and that's my answer. Thanks very much.